Hi everyone, and welcome to Season 5 of MaineLife. I'm Erin O'Valley, your host, creator of MaineLife Media, and Baxter's mom. I moved to Maine in 2008 to be closer to my dad, who was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And while I endured the biggest loss of my life, little did I know what I was about to gain. My move to Maine was exactly what I needed. I found the bestest of friends, opportunity, community, and stories similar to mine. And now through our show, MaineLife, our team gets to travel the state each week to tell the stories of others. Hardworking, interesting, resilient, and creative people living and working in all corners of Maine. Every Mainer has a story, and we're so excited to share them with you. Thanks for watching.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound. And I've pressed and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Happy birthday, the state of Maine. We're here to celebrate our rich history and commemorate the bicentennial of our wonderful state. And thank you for watching MaineLife.
Hi, I'm Andrew Silsby, President and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank. We're proud to be the presenting sponsor of MaineLife. At the same time the state of Maine is celebrating its bicentennial, Kennebec Savings Bank is celebrating its 150th year of serving the people of Maine with their financial needs. As we kick off a new year and a new Season 5 for MaineLife, we'd like to welcome you to our newest branch location in Freeport, where we can serve the people of Southern Maine and Central Maine. From the Freeport office of Kennebec Savings Bank, thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, here on MaineLife, each week we bring you to new places around our beautiful state. We plan activities, and if you've ever seen the show, you know we like to eat. And that's exactly how we're kicking off the next few weeks here at DeMillo's on the Water, where Chef is preparing some hearty winter meals, and it's local season. Come on in.
Welcome, it's local season here at DeMillo's. This is our favorite time of year because we can enjoy spending more time with our locals and their families.
I was born and raised in South Portland, so I always knew of DeMillo's. We would come on special occasions as a kid, and then I was fortunate enough to have a job here in my early 20s. It's one of the biggest restaurants, of course, in Maine, but you feel like family when you work here. This is where I met my husband, so we've had a lot of years of experience here as workers, and then we'd love to come and enjoy it as locals now.
Hi, welcome back to DeMillo's. Today we're going to make cioppino. Cioppino is a really rich seafood stew made from haddock, shrimp, mussels, Calabrian chilies. Very simply prepared, but there's a lot going on in there, and you can go see Lisa at the bar and she'll find you a nice glass of wine to pair with it.
So I'm so excited. I had no idea that Paige was joining us today, and she was part of the first episode of Season 3 at the Maine Forest Yurts.
Yes.
Survivor Bob is her cool dad.
It's our claim to fame.
Well, no, you guys you're awesome. And how's it going?
It's going wonderful. We are very busy for the winter, and we're happy to have some snow on the ground now, so it's a lot of fun.
And you guys go way back.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah, I mean, we met here, I don't know how many years ago now, and created a great friendship. Yeah.
So we are warming up with Chef's cioppino. I've never had a cioppino.
Our cioppino has shrimp, mussels, and haddock.
Okay, girls, thank you. In this episode, we are going back to college.
Oh dear.
We are heading to Gorham, Portland, and then up to Orono to learn more about all that's going on in the University of Maine systems. And I tried out for the women's basketball team.
How'd that go?
Well, I'm going to leave it so you can see, but not as bad as you might think. All right, where's my spoon? Hey everybody, this week on MaineLife, we are not going on a staycation. Rather, your Maine concierge, Vanessa Santorelli, has us going back in time. We are going back to college. More than ever, we have to look to the next generation and be sure that our young people have the support they need to succeed and are aware of the amazing opportunities they have right here in Maine to chase their dreams. Maine's public universities, UMaine, USM, and the universities of Maine at Augusta, Farmington, Fort Kent, Machias, and Presque Isle are helping lead the way in providing opportunity and value for Maine students, in part through their Maine Values U campaign, which we are going to explore over the next half hour. Let's go back to school.
So we serve 3 meals a day, about 1,500 meals to students on campus. So in the morning we do omelets, eggs to order. Sodexo invested $2 million into the partnership to take student feedback and our guest feedback and to just try to improve the experience for the students. This pizza oven has been great. It's a gas-fired pizza oven. On the other side, they can get customized pastas. The smoothies have been an incredible addition to our dining facility. So this station is called Simple Servings. It's Simple Servings by Sodexo. So this station is free of 7 of our top 8 allergens. And we have a pantry that is card access. So any student that has a special dietary need can go into there and get gluten-free options, peanut-free options, nut-free options as well, prepackaged.
Well, what I do love about Maine the most is the people and the culture here. You know, it's a small town everywhere you go, but it's a big city feel.
The company that I started is called Plucked Fresh Salsa. It's a fresh refrigerated salsa out of Portland, Maine. This was just the salsa that I made at home and for friends. People started to like it. Sodexo thankfully brought us into the UMaine system, and it's going wonderful, and I have a feeling that students love chips and salsa and students love snacks, and so I'm here for you, students.
I'm Jeff from Haywa Tofu in Rockport, Maine. We make organic tofu from Maine and New England grown soybeans. I wanted to take local, regional agricultural product and add value to it.
You just turned me on to tofu!
Score!
Wow, new customer right here.
All right.
I'm a Maine native, so it means a lot to me that when we contracted with our food service provider, Sodexo, we said, you know, could you get to 20% local food within 5 years? They did it in a year and a half.
Wow.
It was outstanding.
Awesome.
They not only serve students well, they're getting locally grown food, which is healthy,
right,
but you're also helping the Maine economy, and that really matters to me. If you have a very strict Muslim faith, or you have a strong Jewish faith, that means that you have a certain diet, of course we can try to make that happen, and the food service here is really good about that. So across the whole UMaine system, we've done almost $100 million worth of investments. These are upgrades to our facilities. This is helping underwrite some of the tuition costs and get more affordable. You know, for my parents who didn't have the opportunity to go to college, for me, you know, I wake up every morning with, how can I help a student who doesn't even know for sure that they should be in college or that they're college material, and saying, you are college material, we need you here in Maine, how can we help you be successful? There's no better job than that.
I am a career advisor here at USM. I work with the College of Arts and Humanities, and we work one-on-one with students as well as do classroom presentations, helping students to find their passions and then realize their dreams is really what drives me to come to work every day. There are a lot of opportunities in Maine. We see a lot of people in tourism and hospitality, engineering, nursing, and the healthcare fields are huge. But I think some of the things that people don't realize is that even liberal arts majors, there are job opportunities for them at Maine Health or at UNAM. There are a lot of opportunities there and other businesses.
I think we really help students in the areas of transition, discovering who they are in the process and making those connections between their interests and who they are. And then we work with students on transitioning out, which is a big transition, and really helping them get connected to the outside world while they're in college versus after.
So I'm a student veteran here. I work at Veteran Services as a work study student. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I got out last year. Veteran Services has definitely helped a lot. Our primary goal is to assist veterans and help them make their transition into civilian life easier and into the educational system easier as well. So I was that person very recently, actually, and they were a tremendous help and an asset, and that's what I want to be for people that are incoming now. I kind of flopped back and forth quite a bit, and then I finally realized, well, I can still be a history major and get a job. There are so many opportunities that I can pounce on.
I'm a senior and I'm a double major in marketing and tourism and hospitality. And my goal in May when I graduate is to, one, get a job and stay in Maine, and I would like to get a job in marketing. This semester I'm interning with Live and Work in Maine, and I got that because of my connections through the Career Hub. So I'm just getting to meet companies and make connections and talking about why it's so great to live and work in Maine, which is great for me because I'm doing work for them, but I'm also making connections for when I graduate so I can get a job. I definitely wish when I was a freshman that I would have come to the Career Employment Hub because I think they're a great resource. The earlier you start is definitely the better.
So I changed my major 4 times.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to be an English teacher, then I wanted to do international business, and then I wanted to be a speechwriter, and I have no idea how I got, an internship really is how I got into the broadcasting world. I didn't go to journalism school,
Yeah. So first of all, 80% of students change their major at least once. So you are not alone. 80% change their minds at least once. You said you liked to talk a lot, would sometimes get in trouble for that at school, but how I could see that being channeled into some really awesome jobs. So honestly, I think you're in the ideal position. Although I think you'd make a heck of a career advisor too.
Well, friends, we have a new USM career advisor and a host of MaineLife.
We'll take it. It could be fun.
We do clinical quality improvement projects. We do a lot of patient outreach. I actually got hooked up here with Martin's Point through the honors program at USM, and I got basically a 4-credit class while having a paid internship, which is basically the best of both worlds.
We actually started our internship in the end of May, and I just started doing like patient check-in and helping with like the patient service rep's job. So every single day I learn something new here. I've been an RA for the past 2 years. I play soccer there, so I have a great group of girls there, the whole athletic department behind me. So I have a big population of people that kind of have my back and that I'm really close with, and I would say USM gave me that. Hi, I'm Emily Baker. I am a senior this year at USM, graduating in May with a degree in exercise science. I'm also an intern in clinical integration at Martin's Point, and I'm from Brunswick, and I'm so excited for the opportunity to live and work in Maine next year.
So I got started, this is the salsa that I would always make at home. The produce comes in that morning, we make it, it goes in the jar, 2 days later it gets distributed out to Hannaford and on the shelves. For a corporation like Hannaford to take a chance on a girl who had no experience and made salsa in her home and delivered door to door, it says a lot about the company. To be honest, I think they believed in me before I did. Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Toll, owner of Plucked Fresh Salsa. Thank you so much, Hannaford.
Kittery Trading Post has over 2,000 brands, including Patagonia, North Face, Dansko, and Carhartt. They support Maine communities by giving back in so many ways. They support women in business and the outdoors. Thank you, Kittery Trading Post, for supporting me and so many others in Maine.
Today is a part of our drive for education. We awarded 22 Maine schools with our annual grants. It was probably the best day of the year for our family at Berlin City.
We are so grateful to Berlin City to be able to give us this money for these projects. We want to be able to provide lots of opportunities for our students.
The gratitude that we get from teachers is overwhelming, but to us, we're truly blessed to have this opportunity to do something like that.
Poland Springs' commitment to Maine in general is second to none. Every bottle of water that leaves the state brings a message. What we have in Maine is very special. They're also celebrating next year 175 years of existence in our state. And now from all of us at the Maine State Chamber of Commerce, thank you, Poland Spring, for being our sponsor for the Bicentennial Parade.
At Maine General, I'm really proud of how we work together as care providers. We're a community, we communicate with each other, and we really want to make sure that you have the individual experience that's right for you. Some common recommended prevention screenings for women include cervical cancer screening, breast cancer screening, colon cancer screening, and bone density screening. We would love to see you so we can have a full discussion of all of your potential risks and how to keep you healthy longer. Maine General Primary Care, we're with you.
Hi, I'm Paige Thibodeau. I'm a sophomore at UMaine Bangor in the Vet Tech program, and I am a proud Promise Scholar. So I live in Medford, Maine. We have a family farm and stuff like that, so growing up with animals has been, what I did. And I found out my senior year of high school from my guidance counselor about this Promise initiative. Without them, I wouldn't have had this opportunity. I volunteer once a week at the Humane Society, and honestly, it's my favorite part of my week. If I could do it more, I would. Maine is my home. It's beautiful. My family's here. I've lived here my whole life. It means everything to me.
Hi, I'm Adam Bagley. I'm a sophomore at the University of Maine at Fort Kent, studying business and forestry and also conservation law, and I'm a proud Promise Scholar. I love it because it gives me a chance to be in the outdoors almost every day. Law enforcement and then forestry, it's really rewarding. Being able to do that and not have to worry about paying it off is a huge relief. I'd love to stay in Maine, and that's kind of the goal. Forest rangers, which is what I want to do, there's half the positions are open right now. The average age is like 50 something, so a lot of people are getting ready to retire, and I'd love to step in and kind of show what I can do.
Hi, I'm Dacian Robert. I go to University of Maine at Presque Isle, and my major is Business Administration in Management and Leadership, and I am a proud Promise Scholar. I went to University of Maine Presque Isle for an interview just to look around the campus, and I just fell in love with it. I'm in Student Government Association, Campus Board of Activities, and Business Club. I was very relieved to find out that I was eligible for the Pell Grant. It was just like a big weight off my shoulders knowing that I have a college that accepted me.
Hi, I'm Emma Jones. I am a sophomore at the University of Maine at Machias. I am in the Psychology and Community Studies program, and I'm a proud Promise Scholar. So I'm majoring in the Psychology and Community Studies program. It's really nice being able to focus on my academics and not having to worry about financial stuff, because that was a really big worry for me. I absolutely love Machias. It's a great school. I love their psychology program. The professors are awesome, and it's just a good community.
Go ahead, Vanessa, shoot it.
I have, in my 28 years here, have always worked in a customer-facing role. So I work with people on constructing homes, purchasing homes, auto loans, commercial loans. I love it when someone calls and says, I hear this is a good place to do my banking. I'd like to talk with you. Hi, I'm Bill Hill. I work for the Freeport office of Kennebec Savings Bank. I'd love to talk to you about your banking needs.
Our team, it's a great group of girls from all over the world. We have 7 players from the United States and 7 from other countries. So they've all come to University of Maine of Orono to go to school and play basketball, and they're a lot of fun. I went to Coney High School and was fortunate to win a couple of state championships in field hockey and basketball, and came here and won some championships as well. Can't beat winning. It's a really good feeling, and I really like it a lot. Great fan base. Average about 2,000 fans a game. When other teams come in, they're kind of in awe and shocked at the fans that we get. It's a pretty cool thing.
I am a 5th year, and I am a guard, and I'm studying biomedical engineering. They had already gone through kind of the building years, so I was lucky enough to step in when they were starting to be more successful. And then, I think we've kind of carried that over, and this year we're hoping to do the same thing. We're hoping to go for a 3-peat, obviously.
I'm from Spain. The city is called Santiago de Compostela. Since my freshman year, it's really been great, Then sophomore and junior year, we won the championship back to back, so that's really cool, We are all super close to each other, super close to the coaching staff, and that's what makes it so different and special from other places. So it's really like my second family here.
All right, so we're gonna have practice today. We have 2 people who wanna try out with us, Aaron and Vanessa. So we're gonna go through some drills, and at the end, we're gonna figure out if they're good enough to make our team. Does that sound good? All right, so first what we're gonna do is get 3 lines on the baseline. Here we go. Oh,
thoughts or comments? I think, Aaron, you have a lot of potential. I think you do. I think you have a lot of potential. Vanessa, you might have to go back to field hockey a little bit, but.
No problem. We see your mascot.
That's right. And you can come to any game you want.
Awesome.
We'd love to have you cheering us on. Here we go.
Raise on three. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
So today we're in the Teach Live lab at the University of Maine, and we are going to walk through a virtual simulation. We call it mixed reality. The student avatars respond in live time. It makes it for a very authentic experience, and it gives our students an opportunity to practice the skills that we're talking about in class.
It's been really helpful because for the first part of the semester we spend time learning the strategies, and then at this point in the semester we get to come in and try them out on simulations, which is something we don't always get to do in the classroom.
I'm your substitute teacher today. Mr. Drew is out and I'm Miss Erin. So I'm thinking about asking each one of you what you're thankful for.
Well, I guess I'm thankful for my bearded dragon. His name is Dude. And yeah, I'm thankful for him.
Pause.
What, you don't know how to come back to that?
So where did that come from?
So that's the thing, is you never know what they're gonna say. They're middle schoolers. Sometimes they can be really engaged and on point. Other times they can be really inappropriate. And how do you manage a classroom of sometimes 18, 20 plus students in a room?
The professors here are, they just strike a perfect balance between challenging you and also making you feel really comfortable. I feel much more prepared now than I would have felt even just a year ago.
Well, I did my undergrad at the University of Maine at Orono. So as an educator, the University of Maine system has provided me an incredible network of people to reach out to, from the professors all the way down to colleagues who I graduated with, and I've been excited to follow their journeys over the last 10 years.
I'm a first-generation college graduate, and so I was a non-traditional student. I didn't decide to become a teacher until I was volunteering in my children's classroom. So I started out at the University of Maine at Augusta, transferred to the University of Maine at Farmington, and the professors and the faculty, they were so caring, so supportive. I always thought when I become a teacher, I want to be as supportive of my students as the UMaine faculty was for me.
I'm an alternative education teacher, so I work with students that are not experiencing the success that we would want them to in a traditional classroom, yet we know these students are perfectly capable, so they felt honored and they felt empowered by the fact that their teacher, their alternative education teacher, was receiving this award. So the professors that I worked with at USM, they really imparted on us the critical nature of relationships back in the classroom, and just being like a lifelong learner, that it doesn't matter where we are in our professional career, there's always more to learn. Hi, my name is Heather Whitaker, and I am the proud 2020 Maine State Teacher of the Year.
Thank you for joining us on our trip back to college. Maine's public universities are a big part of our Maine life, so check out their website for more opportunities. And check out our website, MaineLifeMedia.com, where all of our content lives, MaineLife Media on Facebook, and my Instagram at @ArnoValley. A big thank you to all of you, our sponsors, and New Center Maine. We'll see you next week.
But the shovel, it digs deep, and the calluses grow over, but like a mirror to a mirror.
Perfect.
All right. I don't think those eggs are overcooked by any more than 10 minutes.
They look fantastic.
You know, sometimes, you know, your job requires the juggling. And you have to whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, Aaron.